All right. So let's get started. You all can sit comfortably, keeping your head and spine erect. Roll your shoulders back once, giving a nice opening to your chest and clavicles. Eyes gently closed. Be steady and comfortable in the posture. Visualize your whole body sitting upright and straight. Now shift your awareness to the breath. Observe the natural breath flowing in and out naturally. Just observe your breath for some time and see how it is flowing. Observe the breath flowing in and out. Keeping the awareness on the breath, we shall now be chanting Om 3 times together. Take a deep breath in. Om. 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 And now slowly rub both the palms against each other. Place the warm palms over the closed eyes and slowly bring your palms down and open the eyes. So very warm welcome for the session today. So those who are from Yoga Foundation class, I hope you practiced something during the week. Yes, no, yes. All right. Yes, Vikasji, how about you? Did you practice anything?
Yes, I practiced pranayama basic.
Okay, great, great. Right. So in today's class, we are going to speak more about the breath and the pranayama. So starting with some chest opening practices today. So you sit comfortably, just keeping your head and spine upright. And now from here, we shall start with the arm movements. So bring both the arms to the sides of the body, palms facing upwards. And now inhaling, slowly stretch both the arms up, giving a nice extension to the side trunk of the body, keeping them straight in the elbows. Very nice. And slowly exhaling down. Second attempt. Inhale and stretch both the arms up, keeping them straight in the elbows. Feel the nice extension in the side trunk of the body. Become tall and stretch your arms as much as possible. And exhale down. Next attempt. Inhale and stretch both the arms up. Keep your attention on every movement that you do. Hold the posture here and continue to breathe. And exhale down. Next attempt, once again, inhale and stretch both the arms up. Hold the posture, keep breathing. Try to maintain the extension of the side trunk and keep your elbows straight. And exhale, down. Very nice. Relax for a second. Breathe in and breathe out. Moving on to the second variation. Here you have to stretch the arms forward, palms facing each other. And now inhaling, open your arms to the sides. Take a deep breath in. Push your chest forward. And exhaling, bring them front. Second attempt, inhale and open your arms to the sides. Take a nice long deep breath in. And exhale, front. Once again, inhale, open your arms to the sides. Try to keep your elbows straight. Push your chest forward. Breathe in completely. Exhale, front. Next attempt, inhale and open your arms to the sides. Fill your chest with the air fully. And exhale, front. Last attempt, once again, breathe in and open your arms to the sides. Chest wide open. And exhale, front. Relax. Bring your arms down. Relax yourself. Breathe in and breathe out. Moving on to the next practice. Here you have to interlace the fingers and place it behind the head. You can do it along with me, right? Now inhale and exhaling, bring your elbows forward and slightly bend your neck. And inhale again. Push your chest forward, pull your shoulders back. Exhale, front. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. So this is a nice chest opening practice. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Likewise, continue 6 more rounds by yourself. Closing and opening action. Maintaining the awareness on your chest region. See how it is responding to every movement. As you bring your elbows forward, you exhale, and as you stretch them back, you inhale. Maintain the awareness of the breath along with the movement. Today, our focus is on the breath completely. Very nice. Once you are done with the rounds, come back to the center, bring your arms down, inhale and exhale. Moving on to the next practice, it's a very good practice for your shoulder blades as well and the chest region. So what you have to do is bring the arms over the head and you have to grab your wrists, correct? Like this. Slightly pull your shoulders back. Head neck remains in the center. And now from here, pull your left arm to the right side. Your left arm, correct. Center, right, center, left, center, right. While doing this, keep your head neck straight. Don't look down and do. No. Head neck remains in the center. And do not move your neck left and right also. Neck remains in the center. We are moving just the arms and the shoulder blades. See how your shoulder blades are responding at this time. And your chest is lifted up. Breathing is normal throughout the practice. Very nice. Slightly pull your shoulders back and continue. Very nice. And slowly inhale and come back to the center. Bring your arms down. Relax. Breathe in and breathe out. Moving on to the last practice, shoulder rotations. Bend both the arms in the elbows, keeping the tips of the fingers on the shoulders. We begin. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look forward while doing the practice. 5, 6, 7. See how your chest is opening with every movement. 8, 9, 10. Reverse, we continue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Relax, bring your arms down. Breathe in and breathe out. And now slowly open your eyes. We'll be doing some leg movements. So outstretch both the legs. That will allow us and help us to sit little longer. Okay? So some joint mobility movements, starting with ankle rotations. Correct? So stretch the legs forward, keeping them slightly apart. Arms to the sides of the body. And now from here, we begin with ankle rotations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at your own ankles. See how they are responding. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Relax. Moving on to the next practice, we'll be doing butterfly. So bring both the soles of your feet together. Pull the heels towards your pubis. Now grab your feet with both the palms, sit tall, and then start flapping the legs up and down. Keeping your spine erect while doing the practice. Head and neck remains in the center, and continue with the movements. If you are comfortable, you can keep your eyes closed and take your awareness to the inner thigh muscles. This is a very good hip opening practice, allowing all the blocked energies to be released. Continue a few more rounds. Intensify your movements. Let your knees touch the floor each time, or at least going closer to the floor. Very nice. You can keep your eyes closed and continue with the movements for a while. Breathe normally. Excellent. Few more rounds with your awareness on every movement. Breathing is normal. Make sure that while doing the practice, you do not lift your shoulders up and tense the arms. No, keep them relaxed. We are just working on the legs and the hip joints right now. And now, slowly, we end the practice. Be seated in this position. From here, we'll be doing lateral bending. So place your left palm to the side. Inhale and exhaling, bend to your left side and stretch the other arm over the ear. And inhale, center. Exhale, right. Center. Left. Be seated in the butterfly pose. Center. Right. center, left again, center, right, center, left, center, right, center, left, go all the way down as much as you can, center, right, center, left again, center, right, center, last round, left, center, right, and center. Relax. Be seated in the butterfly pose. Close your eyes, breathe in and breathe out. Moving on to the next practice, next variation here. So just observe me once. What we have to do is we bend forward and we crawl to the left and the right side. Right? It's a very interesting practice. So just observe me once. Inhaling, I stretch my arms up from the butterfly pose. Just observe me, then we'll do it. Right? Exhale, you have to bend forward and keep the tips of the fingers, cup-shaped fingers on the mat. Correct? And you have to continue looking forward. Crawl forward with your fingertips as much as you can, lengthening your spine. Right? Now, once you are here, you start crawling to your left side. Can you see the extension in my side trunk of the body? So this is what we have to do. And then coming back to the center, crawling to the right side. Correct? Come back to the center. Okay? Chaliye, so we'll do it together. Inhale and stretch both the arms up. Exhaling, extend your arms and bend forward. Keep the tips of the fingers on the mat. Look forward. Look towards the screen, everyone. Now, wherever your fingertips are placed, crawl forward with them and extend the side trunk of the body. Bend forward as much as you can, but continue looking forward. Excellent. Now from here, start walking with your fingertips to your right side or left side, sorry. As much as you can, without bending your elbows. Now come back to the center, roll forward, and then going to your right side. Do not lift your knees up. Your legs are well grounded. Do not do this action. No. Roll back to the center. Once again, left. Maintain the extension of the arms and the spine. And come back to the center. Right. Center. Left. Center. Keep breathing normally. Right. And center. Relax. Inhale and come up. Eyes remains closed. Breathe in and breathe out. Just be in the seated position, keeping your eyes closed. Rest and relax. We are not doing Shavasana separately. Just relax yourself in the posture. Breathe in and breathe out. Feel the movement of the prana in the different parts of the body, especially your arms, shoulders, neck, shoulder blades, both the legs, knees, thighs, hip joint. Try to feel the energy in those areas. breathe normally. At this point of time, focus your entire attention on the breath. See how you're breathing in, breathing out. You can sit in a simple cross-legged position if you want, or if you're comfortable in the butterfly pose, no worries, that also is fine. Just make sure that whatever posture you are into, you are comfortable and steady. If you are wearing the glasses or wristwatch, please remove them and keep them aside. For next 30 minutes, we are going to work on our breath, starting with observing the breath. Observe your natural breath flowing in and out. See how your breath is flowing through the nostrils. Be aware of every inhalation, every exhalation. While observing the breath, do not make any changes in the rhythm of the breath. Let it flow naturally and you just maintain your awareness on the incoming and outgoing breath. See how your breath is flowing. Feel the movement of the breath in and out naturally. Observe your breath with total attention and awareness. No other thought. If your mind wanders, bring it back to the present moment and connect with your breath. Now, feel the breath in your abdomen. As you breathe in, feel the gentle expansion in your belly. And as you breathe out, your belly goes in. As you inhale, abdomen out. As you exhale, abdomen in. Focus on the breath and the abdominal movement. If you want, you can place your palm gently on the navel so that you can observe your breath in the belly. As you inhale, abdomen out. Exhale, abdomen in. Inhale, abdomen out. Exhale, abdomen. Inhale, abdomen out. Exhale, abdomen in. 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 And now, slowly shift your awareness to the chest region. If you want, you can place your palm on the chest. And now, with the movement of the chest, as you inhale, your chest rises up. As you exhale, it goes down. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, the chest down. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, chest down. Inhale, the chest up. Exhale, down. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, chest down. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, chest down. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, chest down. Likewise, continue to observe your breath in the chest area. As you breathe in, your chest expands. As you breathe out, it is relaxed. And now, slowly bring your palm down, leaving the awareness of the chest region. Continue with the normal breath. Observe the breath once again. Feel the movement of the breath flowing in and out naturally. Now, moving on to the next stage. Place your one palm on the navel, other on the chest, and we shall simultaneously feel and focus on the breath in the belly and the chest. So as you inhale, expand your abdomen, continue with further inhalation, and your chest rises up. And while exhaling, your chest goes down, abdomen in. Inhale, abdomen out, chest up. Exhale, chest down, abdomen in. Inhale, abdomen out, chest up. Exhale, chest down, abdomen in. Inhale, abdomen out, chest up. Exhale, chest down, abdomen in. Inhale, abdomen out, chest up. Exhale, chest down, abdomen in. Likewise, continue 5 more rounds. This is called as yogic breathing, where you mindfully breathe through your belly and the chest, utilizing the full capacity of your lungs. So as you breathe in, your abdomen and chest expands like a balloon, and as you breathe out, it contracts. Maintain the awareness of the breath along with the abdominal and chest movements, the expansion and the contraction that happens with every inhalation and exhalation. Continue with the practice. Your palms are placed on the belly and the chest so that you can feel the movements more prominently. As you inhale, your abdomen and chest expands. Fill the air completely into your belly and the chest. And as you exhale, chest goes down, abdomen in. Continue 3 more rounds of yogic breathing on your own. Once you are done with the rounds, relax. Keep your arms down, eyes remains closed for a while. Breathe normally. See how you are feeling at this point of time. Do you find any difference in the breath before and after the practice? And now, slowly rub both the palms against each other. Place the warm palms over the closed eyes and gently bring your palms down and open. All right, so we did the practice of yogic breathing, and this is the way we try to connect with our breath, right? So, just to give you some understanding of the breath mechanism, those who are new to the class for Yoga Foundation, and the old students, those who are joining the class every day, it's a kind of revision for you. And for the new students, it's the new information for you, maybe, right? So, when we work on the breath, when we think of the breath, we are breathing in and out 24/7, right? The moment we were born till the moment we take our last breath, we are going to breathe. We don't have to worry about it, isn't it? But what happens is that because of wrong lifestyle, food habits, sleeping patterns, stress levels, our own attitude and approach towards life, this breathing gets disturbed. God has given us nice, slow, soft, gentle breath, but we are misusing it by our wrong lifestyle patterns. So, this kind of practice of yogic breathing helps us to bring the breath in its normal routine, right? To bring it at its normal pace, correct? So, why we need to bring the breath to the calmer pace? Because when we are breathing unevenly, that is erratic or shallow breathing, it disturbs our thought patterns also. It disturbs our mind as well. Correct? So that is why this practice of yogic breathing is very important. Secondly, why we need to work on the breath is because normally, in the normal state of mind, when we are at peace in a relaxed state, we tend to breathe 15 to 18 times. A normal human being breathes 15 to 18 times per minute. But again, due to our wrong breathing patterns, what happens is we end up breathing more than that. Sometimes 20 breaths, 25 breaths, 30 breaths. People also go up to 40 breaths. That much shallow and rapid their breath becomes. Correct? So, through this kind of mindful breathing practice, we try to reduce the number of breaths per minute. Now, what will happen when we do that? First thing, it will help us on the physical level. reducing the diseases and illness, the pains and aches that we normally experience in the body. Secondly, it helps us to calm down our mind, reducing the fogginess, the dualities of the mind that we normally face, the confusion, lack of clarity. So, all these things can be dealt with this kind of mindful breathing. On the physiological level, it helps to increase the efficiency and capacity of our internal organs and the different systems that works, right? On the psychological level, it gives us more clarity. It helps us to increase the decision making capacity. It improves the concentration, memory power, right? And on the spiritual and emotional level, so on the emotional level, it helps us to regulate our emotions, right? So it helps us to become more responsive than being more reactive, correct? So this is how we can help, it can help us to regulate our emotions as well. That is why we need to work on the breath so that we can be healthy on all the different levels. Correct? So, what happens when you reduce the number of breaths per minute? Automatically, your breath becomes longer, your inhalation and exhalation becomes longer, allowing a good time for the exchange of gases in the body, right? So, normally, how the biological or physiological mechanism works, you inhale the oxygen and you release the carbon dioxide, right? But if your breathing pattern is not correct, what happens is there is no enough time for the absorption of oxygen and there is no enough time to release the carbon dioxide and the toxins from the body. So, this kind of slow and deep breathing allows us to absorb the oxygen completely and to release the impurities completely. There is a reasonable time for this exchange, correct? And that is how the whole mechanism works, correct? So when you are able to absorb the breath completely, absorb the oxygen completely, it has reasonable time to reach each and every cells in the body, correct? Which indirectly removes the toxins from those cells, from those molecules, from those nerves, tissues, and then it helps in healing, correct? So that is how this breath plays a major role in our existence. But we take it for granted, isn't it? Because it is free of cost. God is, or the nature, or the natural mechanism in the body is taking care of breathing. You don't have to put the efforts to breathe, right? But when we do not take care of the breath, then what happens? We have to put that efforts to breathe. You know, people start facing respiratory disorders, asthma, then they have to use those pumps and inhalers, correct? So it is always good to take care of the breath, right? So how to do that? Very simple thing that we did, yogic breathing for 5 minutes, 7 minutes every day. That can be helpful, right? Now the next stage is once you learn to breathe, understand your breath, the next step is pranayama practice. Now, if I have to define pranayama, in the modern language, in the, in this commercial word, we are using the term as breath work. I'm doing breath work or breathing exercises, right? It's a day-to-day word, but pranayama is completely different from the breath work, right? Here in breathing exercise, what we did in yogic breathing, we learned to breathe completely, inhale and exhale, right? Now, when it comes to pranayama, though we are using breath as a tool, we are indirectly working on the vital force, the pranic energy in the body, which is the more subtle aspect of our existence, right? So even if you want to start and learn the pranayama techniques, it is very important to first work on your breathing patterns. Unless and until your breathing is not correct, it is not ideal and recommended to enter the pranayama practice. Correct? So always you can start with this kind of yogic breathing, which is kind of a warm up for the breath, and then you can enter into the pranayama practice. So if I have to define pranayam, what it is? The term defines pran and ayam. Ayam means expansion. Expansion of what? The prana, the vital force in the body. Because we are not breathing correctly, we are not able to expand the prana, or we are not able to send the prana, the energy, to each and every part of the body. Correct? So that is how the pranayama practices helps us to expand this pranic energy throughout the body. Correct? Now there are different techniques of this pranayama techniques. They are like, some are dynamic practices, some are balancing practices, and some are calming down practices. Right? So under dynamic practices comes your Kapalbhati, Bhastrika. You must be familiar with that, right? Balancing practices is alternate nostril breathing, and soothing and calming practices as Brahmari Pranayam and Shitali and Shitkari. So today we are not going to see all the practices. We will focus, because some of you are new to the practice, we are just going to focus on the balancing and calming down practice. That is ideal to start with, correct? So first we are going to begin with alternate nostril breathing. I will demonstrate the practice once, those who are new. What you have to do is you have to do the yogic breathing only, but with alternate nose, right? So you start with left nostril, inhale through left, exhale through right, inhale right, exhale left. This is how the practice goes. For that, you have to make one particular mudra with your right hand, because this is the mirror image. I'm showing my left hand. You have to fold your index and the middle finger, place it near the lips. Now, when you inhale through left nostril and you have to close the right one, you use your thumb to close the right nostril, and you use ring finger to close the left nostril. Yeah. So just observe me once. I place my thumb on the right nostril. I inhale through left, exhale through right. Inhale right, exhale left. This is one round. Yeah. So we will try doing 5 rounds for today. Even daily class students, go with the flow today, right? So no counting and no retention today for you as well. Back to basics sometimes for a change, right? So hold the mudra with your right hand. Keep your head neck in the center, sit tall. Adjust your position first. Now close the right nostril with the thumb and inhale through left. Take a long and deep breath in. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Last attempt. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Again, inhale left. And continue 5 more rounds on your own without my instructions. Just see if you can make it. 5 rounds by yourself. Breathing has to be slow, long, and deep. You can keep your eyes closed and focus on the breath completely. Very nice. Make sure that your spine is erect while doing the practice. It is very important to keep your back straight. Once you are done with the rounds, your last exhalation should be through the left nostril, and then only you can end the practice. Relax. Keep your eyes closed for a while. Bring your arm down and observe the breath. See how your breath is flowing in a rhythm. Observe the breath for some more time. And now, slowly, rub both the palms against each other. Place the warm palms over the closed eyes and gently bring your palms down and open the eyes. So, this was alternate nostril breathing. Of course, there are many stages to it where we add the counts, where we hold the breath at some point. But as a beginner, you can just continue with deep inhalation and exhalations, right? Now, what are the benefits of this practice? So, this is one of the classical pranayams given in the yogic scriptures, right? There are immense benefits, as I mentioned, that it's a balancing practice. So, it helps to balance your right and left side of the brain. In physiological terms, it is balancing of your sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. So it gives you the balance, like when you have to be active and when you should relax. So trying to develop this balance, this practice is very useful. Correct? Secondly, it gives you more clarity of mind. Mainly, it helps to reduce the dualities. So we face so much of dualities, dilemma every time. Even if we have to go out and buy one dress for us, we are asking 10 people, should I go for this color? Should I go for that color? Right? So this kind of dilemmas that we face normally in our decision making or in our day-to-day situations. So this kind of dualities of the minds can be reduced through this practice. But of course, it needs a long-term consistent practice. It also helps to purify the energy channels in the body. So I was talking about the energy channels in the body, which allows the energy to reach each and every part of the body, isn't it? So it is said in the yogic scriptures that there are 70,000 energy channels which are spread in the different parts of the body, reaching every cells in the body, right? So these 72,000 energy channels can be purified through this practice of alternate nostril breathing. That much power and capacity and potential this practice has. Correct? Though it looks very simple, breathing through different nostrils, but it gives immense benefits if done regularly. Right? So you can incorporate new students. If you are joining for the daily class, it's good. But if you're not, then you can on your own safely do this practice, taking in long and deep breaths in and out. All right. Now moving on to the second very important classical practice. That is, Prabhu, is it okay if I take your question towards the end?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, mother.
All right. Thank you. So moving on to the next practice, it's called as Brahmari Pranayam. Again, it's a wonderful practice to develop concentration, reduce the stress, hypertension, all these things. But here also, we are doing it in a different way, right? So you see every pranayam, though we are working through the medium of the breath, the way of practicing the pranayams are different because there on a subtle level, the different energy channels are activated, right? So when it comes to Brahmari Pranayam, what we have to do is we breathe in deeply and while exhaling, we create the humming sound in the throat. So when you chant Om, the ma part, that same sound we have to create in the throat. Correct? Now, why we are doing this is because it stimulates your vocal cord. If I have to speak in the yogic terms, it purifies your Vishuddhi chakra, correct? And the sound vibrations that are created in the head region, it stimulates your neurons in the brain, correct? It stimulates your all the sensory nerves. Like all the sensory organs you see mostly are located in the upper part. Your ears, nose, tongue, eyes, skin, all these things. So all these sensory organs get stimulated through this practice of Brahmari, right? Your voice becomes better, correct? Those who have fear of public speaking or those who are not able to express their emotions, for them also this practice is good. This is also good for students to develop concentration, memory, to develop the focus, right? Also, those who are going through too much of stress, anxiety, negativity in life, depression. So, for them also, this practice is very helpful, right? So, what I'll do is I'll demonstrate the practice once and then we can do it together. So, what you have to do, you have to close the ears. Why we are closing the ears? So that sound vibrations can be felt inside the head region completely. Now, there are two ways of doing this. You can either keep the index fingers and close the ears. Second option is you can close the ears with your thumb and place the other fingers at the eyebrow center and on the eyes. So, even this is fine, whatever suits you the best. You have to breathe in deeply and while exhaling, create the humming sound. So, sound will be, I'm not sure whether you will be able to hear it online. So, it will be like. So till the time your exhalation goes, the sound continues. Once your exhalation is over, you have to breathe in again and again create the sound. Yeah. So we'll try doing 10 rounds of this. Close the ears, whatever way you feel comfortable. Breathe in deeply and begin the practice on your own. 10 rounds, creating the humming sound in the throat. Once you are done with the rounds, you can bring your arms down and sit quietly for a while with your eyes closed and feel the soothing vibrations of the sound created. Observe the breath for a while. Stay connected to the breath, flowing naturally. See how you are feeling at this point of time. Do you feel more calm and relaxed? Just observe it. Maintaining the awareness of the breath, we shall now be chanting Om 3 times together. Take a deep breath in. Om. 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 Shanti Path together. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. And now slowly rub both the palms against each other. Place the warm palms over the closed eyes. Feel the warmth of the prana on the eyes. And then gently bring your palms down and open your eyes. All right, so we end the class here for today. Thank you all for joining in. Hare Krishna. Maybe if anyone has any questions, so Vikas Prabhu, coming to you.
Yes, I wanted to know, Mataji, when we start this pranayam, in
Mhm.
this, how our this part breathing should happen.
So, Prabhu,
Because
as
when
I mentioned, that we have to do yogic breathing only. Every time, yogic breathing, why we learned that? Because normally our breath should be like that. We should be able to breathe right from our belly. Correct? Usually, what happens, we breathe only through the upper lobes of the lungs. So, you see, my breath, most of the times, most of the people do this, breathing only through the chest, right? But when you are breathing consciously, you are using the lower lobes also. That is why this abdomen is included there. It comes into the picture. So when you breathe in completely, see the whole expansion of the abdomen and diaphragm happens, right? So yes, even when you are doing alternate nostril, this is how your pattern should be of the breath. Breathing in completely and breathing out completely. Yeah.
but when we breathe in stomach, difficult to then breathe in chest for
That's
me.
because that's because that's because your muscles are not trained. Once you do the practice, after a few days, automatically it will become comfortable. Right? Second thing, it might be that because you are putting lots of efforts in the belly itself. So if you are doing this, you get stuck here. Then it becomes so if you are tightening the muscles, it's a part of training, Prabhu. If you do it every day, automatically you will understand the muscles and the organs will understand the mechanism of what you are doing. Right? So it's very natural to happen whatever you are facing today. So everyday practice will be help. Right?
Okay, Mataji.
Does
Yes,
this answer your question, Prabhu?
yes, completely. Yes. Okay.
Practice is the only key to experience. Verbal things can only guide you, but once you do the practice on your own every day, it will be help.
Yes.
Anything else? Any other question? Maybe. All right. So if no questions, we meet tomorrow again for nice relaxation techniques. So everyday students also can join in for tomorrow. The sessions are open for all. So it will be a nice, wonderful yogic relaxation techniques that we are going to see tomorrow. Right? All right. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.